Why life insurance is important for business owners. Hi, and welcome back. I'm Laurent Meunier from Safe Pacific Financial. If you've seen some of our other videos, you know that we specialize in life insurance strategies for incorporated business owners and high-income professionals. Today, we're going to be talking about business owners and how life insurance can play a crucial part in your financial plan. Specifically, we're going to be covering the benefits of key person insurance for your business and why you might be required to have life insurance and the tax advantages of life insurance and what that provides for a business. First up, key person insurance. This provides coverage if anything happens to the business owner or to a key person in that company. That key person could be the owner or the partners or somebody that's very important to the company and very difficult to replace. So maybe it's your top salesperson, or it's a CEO, or it's whoever you want to protect against if they're not there because something happens to them, and your company's probably going to suffer. Probably not going to be somebody that's easy to replace, where you just throw an ad up on Indeed and you have qualified candidates next week. You know, if something happens to one of the partners or somebody that's very important to the company, it's really good to have insurance on them, because then at least there's an insurance payout that gives you some money to stabilize the company because they're not there, and to potentially to go and find a replacement. This is why you'd want to have insurance on the key people in the company, especially if they're critical for the company's success. If you've got shareholders or partners or some sort of multiple owner situation, you'd want key person insurance on those other people. So let me give you an example. I'm in a partnership with Jack. I want insurance on Jack so that if something happens to him, the money pays out and to the company, and we would be able to buy out his shares. Because what would probably happen is Jack's shares in the company would go to his estate, and then they would go to whoever his estate says is the beneficiary. So this could be his wife or his husband or his kids or his grandparents or his dog or his neighbor, whoever. And I don't necessarily want to be in business with those people. I'm in business with Jack, right? So by having this insurance in place, you know, we would set up the insurance using some sort of valuation amount for the company. If Jack passes, the insurance pays out to the company, and then the company would use that money to buy out the shares from Jack's estate or from his spouse or his kids or whoever. So that's the real big reason why you would want to have insurance on key people, and especially on owners or partners or shareholders of the company. Another reason that you might have insurance is that somebody just might make you get the insurance. So maybe you're buying a building and you're borrowing millions of dollars from the bank. Well, the bank might say, yeah, here's the millions of dollars, but we need insurance on you because if you get hit by a bus tomorrow, we need to make sure we're covered. The bank might just tell you to get insurance, and it might be part of the deal of you getting that loan. And also, it doesn't have to be a bank. So for example, you're the developer of a building, and whoever you're building it for wants to make sure that if something happens to you, that there's money to keep things afloat while they look to replace you. And it doesn't have to be like a bank. It could be just some important project or an important deal that you're very important to somebody and they need insurance on you, because if you're not there, it's a big problem. The last part of why life insurance is important for business owners is the tax advantages that help you to build and to store wealth. When business owners hold insurance inside their company, they're usually using permanent insurance. And usually it's a whole life insurance or a universal life insurance. This is different than term insurance, which only provides coverage for a set amount of time, like a set period of time. Whole life and universal life insurance, they last for your entire life. And so it has a lot of additional advantages, including you can store a lot of money from your company inside the policy. Now, why would you want to do that if you've got cash in the company? Let's say you've been a successful business owner and you've got retained earnings and you're storing up that money inside the company, potentially even flowing it up to a holdco. You've got this money inside the corporation, so what do you do with it? Most business owners want to generate some sort of return. So the problem is that there's no tax advantages for a company. There's no RRSPs, they don't have TFSAs, there's no primary residence capital gains exemption, like there's no tax benefits for investing money inside a corp. So whatever outside investments this business does, it would be taxed at the highest capital gains rate, if it's capital gains, or the highest tax rate like your income is. Life insurance is tax exempt, and the growth within the policy is tax deferred. So you could put your retained earnings money inside a life insurance policy, which is going to go through a dividend that's paid by the insurance company. So right now, the various different companies that we work with in Canada are paying anywhere from 6 to 6.5% of what's called a dividend scale interest rate. This is very conservatively invested money like you would expect from an insurance company. Well, how safe and secure is it? Well, safe and secure enough for a bank to lend you 100% loan to value or 90% or 80% loan to value of whatever cash is inside that policy. So say you've put hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars inside your policy, which is now growing in a tax-deferred way from the growth of the cash that the insurance company and the dividend that it's paying. You're able then to also take that insurance policy across the street to a bank and leverage it at potentially 100% loan to value against that cash. So you've got the insurance that you need and it's growing, and now you can leverage it to do whatever you want. You could also borrow the money to invest in the stock market or real estate, or you can invest in other people's companies, or you can invest back in yourself and buy inventory, hire more people, buy a computer, whatever you want to do. Maybe you're starting something else, so you're investing it into your next business or project. So it's a way to store the money that you have in your corporation and for it to earn a return. It's a way to grow the money. It's a way to keep the money liquid through leverage where you can use it when you need. And then at the end of the day, because it's life insurance, one day it's going to pay out when you're not here anymore. So that money is going to pay to the corporation, and then the money that pays from a life insurance policy to a corporation in Canada, well, that pays out tax-free. So the entire amount is going to pay out tax-free, and it creates what's called a capital dividend account, or a CDA. And then the money from that CDA can pay out to whoever the beneficiaries are, and probably mostly tax-free. So there's definitely some strong reasons to have life insurance that's properly structured inside your company. So if you want to set up your key person insurance, or you want to set up one of these cash value policies that you can leverage against for your company, you need to work with somebody who knows what you're doing. So that's hopefully us. And if you want to get in contact, click the link that's below this video and fill out the form. That's going to come to me. I'll reply within 24 hours. If you got value from today, smash all the buttons. Click like, click comment, click subscribe. This tells the algorithm that you like us. The algorithm and the robots should show our videos to more business owners and more high-income professionals in Canada that are just like you. That's it for me today, and I will see you next time.